Hi guys, this is Crossy of Eclipse Gaming TV and welcome to series update number 1 for my lower league to Champions League challenge with Dover Athletic. Main reason for throwing this out is one or two people have actually started to stumble across the channel, and I think I've got a subscriber, the odd comment or two, and a few views. So that's great news. It's a little bit earlier on the line than I was expecting. I was pretty much thinking that I could get about 20 parts uploaded, about 3 hours worth of footage, and then from that point go back, make sure that the descriptions and the tags are lined up how I wanted. You'll see a few of the videos haven't got the nice attractive Dover Athletic sort of thumbnail in place yet, so these are all little bits of tidying up that I need to get done. So until all that was done, I wasn't going to try and advertise the channel or the series, and to be honest I haven't. So it's just been blind luck that one or two people have managed to stumble across it already. Just to let you know, for those guys that have found it so far or start to pick this up once I do begin to advertise, is this project that I've got going. It's a side project amongst working full time and various other things that keep me very busy. So you'll find, for example, it's been a few days since I've managed to put any work into it and throw some parts up, and the one or two comments that I have got so far, it's taken me a few days to reply to, which isn't the best start. So yeah. Just as a heads up, it might be that there'll be a couple of days where I go and blast up 5-6 videos a day, and then it might be 5-6 days before you see something from me again. That is just the way things go, and really it's going to be something that builds up over time to get to a point when YouTube can be my main concern. It's going to be literally years down the line if it ever does happen, which is fairly unlikely, I would think. It's going to take a lot of luck and a heck of a lot of work on my part to get it to that point. So whether it happens or not, I don't know, but the main thing is I've got a lot of enjoyment out of what I've done so far, even though Dover are getting smashed on a far too regular basis for a team that should be contending for the playoffs. Also for the channel, the main plan wasn't to actually start with Football Manager, but it's really to throw out a few things, see what sticks, what people like, what people don't. So if it turns out that Football Manager is where most of my viewership seems to come from, then fair play. I'm not going to complain with that, and more Football Manager you shall have. But keep an eye on the Eclipse Gaming TV channel. There will be plenty of other things that will be thrown in as well. It's going to be a lot of commentary related type stuff that will happen. A little bit like this. I'll show you some different games, football and non-football related. The main reason I thought about setting it up was actually to do commentary for first-person shooters. And yes, this does happen. A bit like you would a football or rugby commentator or whatever it is. People do commentate first-person shooter games these days, and some of those can end up with quite ridiculous amounts of prize money, you would think. Maybe that's your bag, maybe it's not. But yeah, this is something I've done for a number of years and wanted to set up and get my own channel going along that line. And it turns out Football Manager and throwing up a Dover Athletic series is the thing that I've been more motivated to do so far, and that's what's brought us to this point. But I will be getting my act together and making sure that everything for this series is set up, ready to go as it should be. There'll be other things going into the channel, and hopefully we'll just get a community of people that like various bits, various games. And I'm not expecting everyone to watch all of my stuff, because it's going to be fairly widespread across gaming, and you might find that if you like football and Football Manager, that you'll enjoy this and you won't have a clue what's going on with 90% of the other stuff I upload. That's fine. I'm pretty much thinking I've got to just cover a widespread amount of markets and just focus on one singular thing, because then my target audience is going to be really narrowed down. If it turns out that only one thing I do attracts any kind of viewership and the rest of it has maybe a small niche or cult following or none at all, then I'm going to have to sort of spread my time between one or the other. It's just inevitable. I've got to go with what the majority look for, especially with my time being a tiny bit on the short side at the moment due to other commitments. But all I can really say is keep an eye on things. You'll see that I'll get to that 20-part mark probably by the end of this week. We're on Tuesday at the moment when I upload this one. So next couple of days you'll have 20 parts up at least. Descriptions will be in place, tags will be in place, everything will be looking a little more polished, and I will finally start to put this channel out there and try and get a little bit of interest and a bit of discussion going. So that's the plan for it, and then with any luck we'll start to see some movement, a few subscribers, a few more views. Maybe we can try and get to double figure views on a couple of these videos, all fingers crossed. And yeah, basically keep an eye on the channel and see how things develop on the other side of the games. Check it out. If you like it, great. If you don't, I'm not expecting everyone to like everything, so that's not a problem. Any comments or feedback, or things that you want me to cover, any games that you'd like to see me play and get on the channel, then either leave me a comment or just drop me a message on YouTube. From what I've seen, this Google Plus thing is horrible and has mucked things up royally with how YouTube works, which is a shame. But if you guys can figure out how to send me a message, then I'll figure out how to read it. And at this stage I'm not inundated with comments or messages, so I will do my best. Well, I won't do my best. I will reply to them. It just might be a day or two before I get to it. That's the only little caveat I can throw out. So, yeah, this is a little series update. I will do this for my various series and just throw in the odd mention that's away from the video to cover things. As to be honest, if you want to watch Football Manager action, you don't want me rambling on about other stuff and not talking about, for example, with this one, Dover and how they're getting on. So I'll throw up extra videos, and there'll be some that just want pure FM action, and there'll be others that want to keep abreast of how the channel's going in general and how the series is going. That's what these series update videos are going to be for. So thank you very much for watching. If you've got any comments, as I say, this probably isn't a bad place to put those, sticking below. And also, please feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much.